6 to 9. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the workshop, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Oh, fun episode today. We're still riding on a high after what happened yesterday. I mean, even from the title of the podcast, you can probably see that we managed to get that hole-in-one. We talk about it a lot in it, so you'll hear all about that. I'd recommend listening to the off-air podcast from yesterday if you're a part of the Ben and Liam Out Squad, because we've started answering people's questions that sort of come through on that platform, and I think we will continue to do so in the off-air today. In fact, someone reached out to my personal account and they pointed something out about the show.
Oh, really?
So I'd like to flag that with the team as a point of business in the off-air podcast.
I've also got a point of business, and I think
Great.
Andy might as well. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty busy off-air pod.
It's going to be business heavy. That pod will probably end up running for like 40 minutes. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, after 420 days, after 14 months, Ben and I managed to get a hole-in-one after 5,758 shots.
You might have no idea what we're talking about. We don't talk about it on air because the boss actually said to us, no one cares, you got to stop.
He said, we did it once, and then he was like, yeah, I think we're done with that. And we're like, I think we're just going to keep going until we get it.
But for me, that made it more impressive that even though we couldn't talk about it on air, we still persevered. We purely posted it on our socials. We kept at it. And as Liam said, yesterday, we finally got the hole-in-one.
Oh, did you see that? What? I feel like it just went in. It went in, didn't it? Yeah. It went in! Yeah!
The crazy part is, it's surrounded by water. The hole's like a little tiny island.
So imagine you're on a hill and then 95 metres away, the hole's there, or the island's there.
And so Liam hits it. I see a splash, and then I go to hit my ball, and then Liam goes, it went in. I mean, what are you talking about? It splashed. It actually hit the water. It skimmed up onto the green, bounced once, and then rolled into the hole.
It literally skimmed, like, we're talking like a Jesus shot. It walked on water. The ball walked on water. I'm telling you. You have to see it to believe it. Go on the Ben and Liam Instagram right now. I think it's also on the TikTok. You can check it out. I mean, the show, it's just incredible.
Yep.
And we were there as well with Olympic gold medalist Mr. Kyle Chalmers. We were only out there for like half an hour yesterday. Normally we're out there for hours on end.
The best thing is the fact that Kyle Chalmers was there means that he can confirm it. Like, he saw it all happen with his own eyes.
He was there.
We're going to get him on the phone this morning so he can tell you how it looked from his point of view.
Whatif.com is all about helping Aussies make the most out of every trip. Book a hotel, flight, surfboard and snorkel all before you can say brekkie buffet. Jump online or on the What If app and get started. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Nicole in Morpeth Vale, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Sensational. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much, Nicole.
Thank you. Yes, hole in one. Were you keeping across it over the last year and a bit? Us trying to get this big hole in one?
Not exactly, no, but I feel like a congratulations was in order.
Well,
so
hell, you know
I
what?
just had to.
Maybe our boss was right. It also does sort of scream to me that maybe producer Bell told you to say.
It feels like that, doesn't it?
It does feel a
Did
little bit
producer
like...
Bell tell you to say congratulations?
No, not at all. That came straight from the heart.
From the heart, okay.
All right.
It's just like they really care about it. Just make sure you make them feel special, okay? Okay, well, let's kick into this quiz. You're already in the draw to win 10K, but if you get all the questions right, you get to pick the next song we play. Okay, mandatory COVID isolation is over from today, thank God. Spell contagious.
CONTAGIOUS.
She's good. An echidna has been spotted at an Adelaide railway station. Which coin has an echidna on it?
Oh, is it the 50?
Oh, it's not
It ain't
the 50.
It is silver, though. I'll give you that clue. Ben in Findon Park, do you know what has a little echidna on it? Which coin?
I'll say the 20 cent.
No.
What's going on?
We can keep working our way down, because I did say it's silver. There's only two options left.
Sometimes the easiest questions people find the hardest.
Trudy in Woodside, what has the echidna on it?
I think it must be a 5 cent.
It is. Good on you for skipping the 10 cent.
I haven't seen a 5-cent coin in a while.
Yeah, you don't see them too often. Cheese Fest.
I just checked my 10 and it wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
smart. Trudy rapidly going through her pockets as we were moving down the phone line.
Isn't it weird? Because for me, that's front of mind. Like, I just know the echidna's on the 5-cent piece. That's strange. Anyway,
Then again, I think it's trickier than you think, because what's on the 50-cent piece?
50-cent piece is
The
the
head.
coat of arms.
And then the head on the other side.
The head's on every coin. And the platypus is on the 20.
Is there a head on every single coin?
And it's a peacock on the 10, isn't it?
I suppose so.
I feel like a peacock. Yeah, everyone knows what's on the coins.
Is there a bloody peacock on the 10
There's a
cent?
peacock. Yeah, there is.
Why have we got a peacock?
And the $2 is always different.
I get the echidna, the platypus, whatever, the emu, but
Yep.
I mean,
Actually, I think it's a lyrebird, not a peacock. I think it's a lyrebird.
Oh, you could be right
Well,
there, Trudy. I still don't know what that has to do with us.
Trudy, the bloody egg is on Ben's face this morning, isn't it? You found a chink in his coin armour, his knowledge. Okay, well, Cheese Fest is on this weekend in Adelaide. Ooh, love myself some cheese. What soft cheese can also be a girl's name?
Brie.
We finally got our hole-in-one yesterday. Can you please say congratulations quickly, Trudy?
Congratulations.
Thank
thanks,
you. That
Trudy.
means a lot. We were golfing with Kyle Chalmers. What sport is he famous for?
Shit.
You don't know?
I mean, he's
I don't-
a bit of a
sorry, I don't
legend. Yeah, he's won a few gold medals. In fact, he won one when he was like 17.
It's not swimming, is it?
It is swimming. Yeah, yeah. Well done. Happy birthday, Usher. 44 today. Trudy, we're going to need your singing voice. Can you finish these lyrics?
Make me wanna say, oh, 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 my God.
Something like that.
Fell in love with Shawty.
Someone spends a lot of time at the clubs. That'd be you, Trude. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You are in the draw to win $10,000. You also get to pick the next song we play. So would you like to hear Ben's song this morning?
Tuesday, Wednesday, hard to tell. Thursday, never looking back, it's Friday.
Unfortunately, a very fitting song for the day.
It's a song all about Friday.
Yeah.
Or do you want to hear Liam's song this morning? And honestly, if Mika doesn't get up today, I think we put a bullet in it. It's been
That would
2
be
weeks.
pretty harsh.
It's been almost
That would be
more than 2
pretty
weeks.
harsh.
Trudy,
I
though,
better
the choice is
I
yours.
think I'll go with Liam then, just to make him feel better.
No, but what song do you want to hear, though? Do you want to hear the Friday song more? It's up to you. It's totally up to you.
Oh, no, I'll go with Liam. Yeah.
It feels like you're just doing it.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like that. But thanks, Trudy. To be honest, I've been sitting on this Mika for like literally weeks now, so I'm very excited to play it. Happy Ending is the name of it. It's going out to you, Trudy, in Woodside.
This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending.
Beautiful song.
Isn't it?
No love, no glory.
Lovely.
Happy.
It is Trudy, isn't it?
Hey, let's not talk all over the song, guys, okay? Let's just enjoy it.
You have a good day, Trudy.
Thank you. See ya.
Not bad. You got a busy day today?
Thanks to Trudy for picking my song there in the 16 quiz.
Little known fact about him, he's from Beirut.
Beirut in Lebanon, yes. And I'll have you know that my song on Monday will be Lollipop from Mika.
Please don't. I'm kind of bummed out on my song, though, because I chose The Cure, a song all about Friday, but now it's going to be weird playing that on like a Tuesday.
Yeah, I get it, but like if I just put Mika up a week, then it'll get pushed to the Friday. Like if I say, I'm going to do Relax, Take It Easy. Remember that one?
Which one's big?
Relax, take it easy.
Which one's Big Girls? You are beautiful. What's that one?
Big girls, you are beautiful. Go to the something lounge, find yourself a big something.
Okay.
Big girls,
All right.
coming around and
All right.
find yourself a man.
Ben and Liam. It's like dopamine for your ears.
The New South Wales Police Minister's brother is an alleged drug dealer.
That's not good.
Yeah, not good at all. So, one's, the police minister, the other drug dealer. Joshua Toole is his name, and he's been arrested in Newcastle and charged with allegedly supplying illicit substances to others. Could you imagine Christmas at their house?
I know, sitting around the table. How things been with you, John? Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm like going to be commissioner soon. What am I? I'm the Minister of Police. What about you, Todd? Yeah, I'm selling pingers still. Business has been pretty good.
So when the police minister was asked about the case of his brother, he said, "No one's above the law."
Yeah, and I'm going to wrestle him on the bed until he tells me where his stash is. Isn't that funny though? How you can be born into the same household, you would assume same education, given the same opportunity in life, and you can go one of two ways. It's sort of really that, people always have that nature nurture discussion. I suppose, if you want to be a drug dealer, you're going to be a drug dealer. If you want to, I don't know, be the minister of something, you'll probably be the minister of something.
It does feel though like one brother more successful than the other.
Oh yeah. For sure. One would be getting hair ruffles, getting a lot of attention, getting a lot of love. The other one, probably pushed to the side a little bit.
That's why this morning I'd love to do 13 24 10. Are you living in your sibling's shadow? If you get on air to share, you're in the draw for Nova's 10K a day. Pretty sweet prize. If you're living in your sibling's shadow, it might be what you do for work, it might be past accomplishments, maybe it was at school.
Maybe there's just, whatever you're doing in life, you're having a good crack.
Yeah, you're loving it.
You're making a good living for yourself, you're enjoying yourself, but it just pales in comparison to what your siblings have managed to do with themselves. Sharon, what do you do with yourself?
Hello. I'm a nurse and a phlebotomist.
Well, I mean, that is like a very respectable career. I think that's a wonderful thing to do with yourself.
And so you're living in your sibling's shadow?
Oh, yeah, and it's got nothing to do with career. My father and my mother were both born with dark hair and dark skin, as was my gorgeous sister. And then you have me, the Irish throwback. Red hair, freckles, fat, winning.
Oh, Sharon, no. So it's less of a career thing.
More of genetics.
The genetic. She won the jackpot, did she?
Yeah, she did. She got all the genes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Zoe.
Hi. So my sister is a very successful lady in her career. She's a high voltage electrician. She's won SA Apprentice of the Year, lots of awards. She's been very successful at school. And I'm a beauty therapist, so I wax girls and do all those sorts of things.
Wrong with that.
Still very respectable, Zoe.
But it's just like, I suppose you have to be beauty therapist of the year.
Yeah.
So, you've got to be the best in your field to compare.
Also pretty cool that there's electricians and then there's high voltage electricians.
Yeah, they probably look down on a lot of those dumbass sparkies sort of not
How many
working.
volts is that, mate? 240?
Is it? Lol. You come talk to me when you want to play with the big boy stuff, huh?
Nick, are you living in your sibling's shadow?
I am indeed, Ben and Liam. So I'm a cartoonist. I draw silly little pictures.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
And my brother's an aerospace engineer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's, drawing little pictures isn't quite sending people to the moon, is it?
Yesterday at Maximilian's, we got a hole-in-one.
Ben, 14 months ago, I came to you, and because you play a bit of golf, and I said, what if we set up a camera and we just go out for the day and we just keep hitting until we get a hole-in-one. And we honestly went out on that first day and we were just so confident that we would get it.
Well, the theory is if you just keep hitting balls at this hole, eventually one is going to go in.
And this is the thing, it's not a real golf course. It's at Maximilian's restaurant, they've got a golf hole-in-one challenge. So you're hitting 95 metres out and it's a little island. That's the green that's balancing in the middle of a lake, essentially. And that's on a slant. So you've got to get it it's got to be near on perfect or really bad and dribble in to get it in the hole. And that first day, we really thought we would get it. And we spent, 6-7 hours there.
We were there until, honestly, both my hands had blisters on them.
Really sore for weeks.
I couldn't hold the golf club anymore because we shot so many shots at it.
And then we came back again a couple of weeks later, had hundreds of shots at this thing. And then I think around about that point, most people, including our boss, was probably give it a miss.
The bit's done.
And we were I think we're just going to keep going until we get it. And 5,758 shots later, yesterday we managed to sink one. And what a moment it was. Oh, did you see that? What? I feel like it just went in. It went in, didn't it? Yeah. It went in!
was such an unbelievable shot. The video is up on the Ben and Liam socials. You have to go see it with your own eyes because, yes, it was all captured on video, but the ball actually hits the water, bounces up onto the green, hops once, and then rolls into the hole.
Yeah, we started getting to that point where we're like, we might not get it, so we should just bring people out who are really good at sport. We had a Brownlow medalist in Ollie Wines a couple of weeks ago, and then we thought, what about an Olympic gold medalist? So that's when we got Kyle Chalmers involved.
Turns out he was our lucky charm because he was there when we got the hole-in-one, and he joins us now. Kyle, good morning. How much sleep did you get with all the adrenaline in your system last night?
Oh, very minimal. Like I said yesterday, I think it was one of the better sporting achievements I've ever witnessed live.
Yeah, and
I was privileged and honoured to be there.
You've been around a few, including, I mean, yourself. How old were you in Rio when you won that gold medal?
I was 18, but Rio's very much forgotten after yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it just sort of like pales in comparison, really, doesn't it? And that's the thing. I think the odds were stacked against you. I think it was paying $52 for you to get gold. I don't know what it would have been placed. I mean, you were there yesterday, Kyle. You said you don't play golf much, but you seem like the kind of guy that can just pick anything up, and you're pretty handy. Like, you've obviously got you're the fastest swimmer in the world. You've obviously got sporting prowess.
Yep.
You saw Ben was hitting them pretty straight. How do you think I was hitting them before I managed to hit one in the hole?
Yeah, there was some very interesting shots being hit there. I was worried about the emu's welfare that was about 3 metres in front of us.
Yes.
But, it was incredible when the ball went over towards the hole and actually managed to go in. So, very proud to be there. There
was an emu. There's like farm animals around there, and they said, "Oh, this emu is 44 years old," and we're like, "Are you serious?"
Not after Liam's the way he's hitting it.
Shaved a couple of years off of it, but apparently it's like doubled its lifespan. And I honestly nearly hit it with a golf ball like 3 times. Not on purpose. I was just slicing them so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, but Kyle, thank you so much for being there. I mean, in the moment, because originally it goes, like, I saw it go in.
Yeah.
I turned around and claimed it went in.
Yep.
Ben saw it hit the water. I don't think you believed me straight away.
No.
Kyle, did you think I was talking out of my bum?
Well, I was the same. I also thought that it fell about 5 metres short. I remember saying, hey, that's a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
And you continuing to watch the ball, luckily, and seeing it went in, and I didn't believe it till we actually got the footage.
We got the footage.
Yeah.
We checked it. You can see it on the Ben and Liam Instagram.
You're right, though, Kyle. Now I think about it. You did call it because you said, oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah. So that's it. That's that sporting eye we're talking about. We could have saved a lot of time if every time we took a shot, if Kyle just went, that's about to hit it.
Mate, we know you're a busy man. We know you've got some training to get to, so we'll let you go. But thanks for joining us and thanks for coming out yesterday. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me out there again. I think I'll take some mates out there and have another crack at it one day, but appreciate it always.
Unreal, Kyle. If you ever need any inspiration or anything going into an event, just let me know, man.
Yeah, maybe it's like us three together, you know what I mean? Like, us three together do good things.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll be right. You give us some tickets to the Olympics, man. We'll be there, dude.
You're on Nova. Good morning.
Ben and Liam love you.
Jodie Oddy, your Saturday morning breakfast host. G'day.
I tell you what, I was laughing out loud on the way in my car, listening to you two bum yourselves about your hole-in-one.
Well, it was actually quite the achievement. I mean, have you ever got a hole-in-one, Jodie?
I haven't. But
I have, okay?
But I've never tried. But 2 expressions come to mind listening to you two carry on. The first was, if you throw enough shizen at a wall, eventually some will stick. 5,000 shots at the hole.
5,758 to be exact.
Yeah. And the other expression is, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. So well done.
Well, we found that nut and it felt damn good.
It was bloody good. It felt really good. If you didn't see the video of us getting the hole-in-one and you'd like to see it because it's super rare and it's rarely captured on film, you can go to the Ben and Liam socials.
Yeah, how many times have you watched it, Jodie?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, do yourself a favour after this. Okay.
A few people have already. It's got quite a few likes.
Okay, I want to talk to you about a story. It's actually a little bit serious. One that was getting around this week. There's a push to make smacking children a criminal offence in Australia.
Which is obviously, like, when you think about it, you're like, obviously, like, hitting kids, it's already illegal, but you're more referring to the smack on the bum for being naughty, rather.
Yeah, so it involves amending the assault laws, which currently allow parents to use reasonable force. But who deems what's reasonable when you're hitting your kids?
Yeah.
So the Parenting and Family Research Alliance found smacking affects a parent's relationship with their child, and it's not an effective method of discipline. So it's an interesting one. I mean, every parent has been there when you get so angry that you lose your mind. So at that point, you have to do what I do when I come in here to avoid smacking you two, and that's take a deep breath and count to 10 and walk away. Even if you have to walk to the far reaches of your back garden, I think that's what you have to do to avoid lashing out. And that's not to say that I haven't lashed out. There was one incident when Peyton, who is now 11, was about 4 or 5, and we were having a wrestle with the door handle on her door because I was trying to get her to have a sleep, and she wouldn't stay in her room. And I was so exhausted because of the other children, babies, and I just got to that point where you get so angry that I opened the door and I smacked her. And the little look on her face, she was absolutely horrible. She's like, you're my mummy. You're supposed to love me. You're supposed to nurture me. What are you doing hitting me? And so from that point, I resolved just never to hit my kids. I just, unless they're in danger and you have to grab them and yank them, I just really don't want to use physical force.
I suppose it's forever changing. I mean, not too long ago, you were getting the cane at school, right? Like our grandparent, my grandpa, actually his teacher ruptured his liver, punched him in the gut so hard. How horrible was that?
God.
I know, but like...
He
didn't turn out right, but I mean, we're obviously far past that.
Yes.
But yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I'm sure maybe when you were growing up as well, Jodie, like a smack on the bum wasn't random. I wasn't always getting smacked on the bum, but if I was really naughty, that's...
Do you think that's okay? A little tap on the bum?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a flog, but and only by mum, just like a little love tap, but you know.
Yeah, I don't have kids yet, but I remember growing up, I never ever got smacked, but that was also because I was so scared of mum and dad as authority figures that I wouldn't cross them.
Yeah.
You're scared of the power of the smack on the bum.
100%, but they would have if I was really messing up. But I was so respectful of the authority that I never crossed the line to the point where I was getting smacked.
It's such a weird area even talking about it though, isn't it? Because there's obviously there's a big difference between
Well, I think this law is for people who think it's regularly okay to hit their kids.
Yeah.
That's what I think this is designed for. But my nan pulled out the wooden spoon once and belted me around the leg. My nan, Grandma, settle down.
Yeah.
And you always think what did she do to deserve that?
I know.
It is a very interesting question to raise this morning on 13 24 10. Do you still smack your kids? Do you stand by? Are you 100% in Team Smack? Or are you totally against it? 13 24 10. Mika joins us now. What are you thinking?
I don't like to do it. I smacked my daughter on the hand once, and now when she gets frustrated, she turns around and raises her hand at me like she's going to hit me.
Oh, really? So you sort of saw that behaviour come straight back for you?
Yeah, so she's very headstrong. Love it. She's 4.
I thought you were going to say that she's holding out her hand to be smacked.
Which is worse.
Pavlov's dog, training. I know what's
or Dobby
coming.
or something like that.
Yeah, but I guess, if you're going to do it to them, then they're going to do it to you. It makes total sense.
That's it. You don't want her walking around getting in fights at school, smacking people on the hand.
Yeah.
Although that's probably not the worst place to smack someone. Deb joins us now. What do you think about these new laws, Deb? What do you make of it?
I personally turn around and look at it and I think, my boys are a little bit older now, but I look at it and I think when they were little, definitely I gave them a smack on the bum if they needed it.
Yeah, and they're good boys now?
Can't complain.
So what, I mean, is there any sort of scenarios that come into mind with it, was it, as in they were just really being disrespectful to you or they'd done something
Well,
wrong?
I look at it and I think the one thing that I did turn around and try and push with my boys was respect and manners obviously cost nothing, but nobody gave me permission to have them. So I don't believe that somebody should be able to turn around and tell me how to raise them. I mean, I don't beat them or didn't beat them.
Yeah.
I look at it and I think if it was going to detrimentally cause harm to them, and no time out, all that sort of stuff doesn't work, well, look at it and I think a smack on the bum ain't going to turn around and torture them for life.
100%. How old are they now, Deb?
I've got 5, so 5 boys. I look at it and I think, say, 24 down to nearly 16.
If one of them crossed the line now, would you still think about it?
Believe me, there's times I would like to go out this stage now.
Imagine that, rocking up to the 16th, the sweet 16th. Come here, Joel! I said you couldn't go to this party!
Give me back those UDLs!
Bend over! No! Damien, what do you think? Smacking kids on the bum, is it a no-go?
No, look, I'm in Team Smack as well. I was smacked as a kid, so my dad had the wooden spoon.
Yep.
But my mum also had the velvet soap when you swore, so she'd put the yellow brick of velvet soap in your mouth. So, obviously I can still taste the back of the soap in your mouth, but you brought up with the way you're taught as well. So I believe all of my brothers are pretty respectful. So I've got a 6-year-old.
Yep.
And we've given him a tap. It's only a light tap, but
Yep.
he needs to know that if we ask him to do something, it's not because we're being mean. It's because we're the parents, and they obviously get brought up with respect.
Yeah, for
totally.
sure. It's such a hard thing coming from, like, from my perspective as well. I don't have kids. I don't know what it is to be pushed to that level of just like, you're not listening to me. Like, what? How can we sort of get this through?
It is that point where you cross over from being rational to irrational.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when you sort of lose it. Like, I don't know, is it fair to hit your kids because you've lost control of your emotions? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's also, it's all about, the right sort of way, isn't it?
But even by the sounds of it, some of these people are saying, like, they are in control of their emotions. They're making the decision to go, no, this is how I'm going to teach you respect.
It's a rational way of sort of how they're doing it. Yeah. Beck, what do you think?
Definitely need to have smacking for your children. I've actually done the mandated notification course, so I know the laws on how you can do it. So.
Oh, really? So there's like a rule book on how to smack a bum lightly.
Yeah. Well, how can you smack your kids?
You can. Well, as about 10 years ago when I did it, it was you could smack them twice between the thigh and the knee as long as it didn't welt.
Between the thigh and the knee, as long as it didn't welt.
That sounds bad. That sounds like an easy to me. Like, I'm like, like even that sentence, I'm like, maybe I'm off the whole thing now.
You can hit your kids as long as it doesn't leave a mark.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
And then, what do you do?
Oh, sorry.
Are you going to go and check after like that? Leave a mark? It just seems like the lines are being blurred.
Yeah, my friend once said to me, if you want to discipline your kids, grab them by the ear and pinch them real hard because it never marks. I was like, it's very premeditated, Joel.
That sounds like something from some sort of like prison.
Well, look, it is a very interesting conversation to be having this morning. Jodie, thank you very much, and we'll catch you on Saturday morning.
Thanks, guys.
It's that time of the week that we need to get into our big debate.
It's a debate. A big debate. Who will win medallion?
People shocked all around the world this week to learn that Prince William has been knocked off his perch as the sexiest bald man in the entire world. Now that title goes to Vin Diesel. I mean, everything about my baba. From the Fast and Furious franchise. So we're having the debate, bold is sexy? I'm saying, no way.
I'm saying the balder the better.
You like them bald?
I like them bald.
Yeah, right.
I must say, how are you feeling about your debate? Because I feel pretty good.
I've felt better. But I feel like I've got a better stance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the best argument I've ever.
Undoubtedly, you have the easier position to defend.
For sure. So yeah,
Look, so mine might even be like a little bit controversial. Who knows?
Right. Okay. Well, I'll make up for that with my bland as brown rice debate after yours. But
So
like,
do you
it's
want me to
factual.
go-
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mine just sort of gets the points across, I think.
But
But
you want me to
Ben-
go first and kind of set the tone?
yeah, you go first for sure.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Remember, you get to be the jury as well, so you can text us 0400 919 919 who you think wins the big debate. The sexiest men in the world are all bald. The Rock, my Uncle John, and Matt Russell in the Nova Sales team. Hairless all the way. And the less hair, the better, I say. I'm talking if Jada Pinkett Smith was an Olympic swimmer type hairless. And if Liam is saying bald men aren't sexy, then that means he doesn't think he's sexy because he's clearly balding.
I'm not.
Yeah, I understand that if I'm saying bald men are sexy, that must mean that I think Liam's sexy. And yeah, I guess I do. You're a thick hunk of spunk and I want a piece of your cake. I want it for my birthday. I want it for Christmas.
hell.
And then again on Christmas Eve, I want to kiss your bald chrome dome and then work my way. Oh, God, the time's finished. Okay, sorry.
Gee whiz, guys, I am balding. I'm happy to say that now if that is better for my debate. I think I've just always had a bit of a higher hairline.
That's what you want to call it.
Okay, it's a bit of a Macca's in, but I think I've just had that always.
When are you going to commit to the shave?
Years away. Okay, well, here we go. I'm saying that bald isn't sexy. There just happens to be a few sexy people who are bald. You get me? Jason Statham would be hot with hair or without. The same can't be said for Benedict Cumberbatch. Without hair, he'd look like Sid, the sloth from Ice Age. Prank-ons. If bald was sexy, why would we have Ashley and Martin? Hair plugs and toupees. Yeah, look, if you've got a nice shaped head, you can pull it off. But not everyone's blessed. I mean, meat ripples at the back of the neck, not good. The weird bone that peeks out, not good. Having hair on the sides and keeping that little island in the middle, there should be criminal charges against it. Get rid of the island. Why do people keep that island?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's what it goes both sides it goes, and you sort of have that tuft of hair that comes down the middle and the sides.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the middle of that breaks away, so then you just end up with a little spot in the middle, and some people just keep that and just and they think the rest of us are going, oh yeah, that person's got hair. No.
Producer Bell's in the studio tallying up the votes. Just quickly, Bell, what do you think? Bald man, yeah, no?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Well, my dad's bald and he's always had shaved head, so nah.
Yeah, okay.
Weird.
All right, well, let us know who won the big debate. Was it me saying bald men are sexy, or was it Liam saying they aren't, Bell?
All right, the winner for this week with 80%, Liam.
Yeah!
That was a big debate. We now have the winner.
Winner chicken dinner. Maybe it was just because Ben was hitting on me for his whole debate this week. Maybe he wasted a bit of his time.
Blanc, blanc.
It's time to find out what's trending because we're joined by Producer Bell.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well the new Netflix has been announced and it's just $7 a month.
Oh, talk to me.
So it is so cheap because it is Netflix Basic with ads. You get an average of... You get an average of 4 to 5 minutes of ads per hour, and the ads will be about 15 to 30 seconds in length, and they'll play before and during the shows and movies.
We've gone full circle and it's back to normal TV.
I love that, isn't it? Like, because it was only a matter of time before it was just like, oh, this is just what it was before, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, it's coming. It's going to be launched on November 4, and it's a few other tidbits with it. It's got a limited number of movies and TV shows because some won't be available due to licensing restrictions. You also can't download anything on there.
It doesn't sound fun. It sounds like if you get home, Mum's like, we got Netflix. You're like, finally. Oh, it's Netflix Lite. We have to sit through the ads and we don't get this movie because we don't have the right zoning.
And Brendan Fraser has said that he'd be open to doing another The Mummy film.
Let's get out of here. Whoa!
One of the best.
Shooting those mummies. I'm pretty sure Brendan Fraser would be open to doing a lot of things at the moment. I think we spoke about him just earlier this week, how we're stoked that he's back, but I'm pretty sure he'd be taking up all the opportunities coming his way at the moment.
Yeah, true. Well, if you didn't know, The Mummy was 1999, so, it's a fair few years ago. And since then, we did have the redo of it with Tom Cruise, which he actually did go to town on and said that it was missing the key ingredient of The Mummy, which is, quote, fun.
And Brendan.
Yeah.
It was missing fun and Brendan, the two things that made The Mummy back in 99.
And finally, Kim Kardashian has shared that she had sex with Pete Davidson in front of the fireplace in, quote, honour of her grandma.
So much to tell you.
You need all my input.
Pete and I was staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel last weekend, and we were sitting in front of the fireplace, and I was like, my grandma told me that you really live life when you have sex in front of the fireplace. And so we had sex in front of the fireplace in honor of you. I know that's really
Not in
creepy.
the lobby.
Not in the lobby.
Not in the lobby, Cam. Very open family, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that's why they broke up, because Pete was just weirded out by that whole situation. Think of my grandma. Let's honour her. Do me granny style.
Hey.
Well, it's that time of the week.
Alrighty, folks, it's time for the Ben and Liam meat tray.
Yep, that's right. Every single Friday, we have a delicious meat tray to give away on a Friday to our favourite caller of the week, which is a good reason to get involved with the show, try and get yourself on, tell a story. You might get yourself the meat tray.
And you know what? This week it's going to be a banger, because for the best quality meat, head to Tint Street. They're now open on Sundays as of the weekend. This is actually the butcher I go to, and these guys are unreal. I had one of these little chicken things last night. It's just like this Jarlsberg sort of bacon roll. Oh man, they also did the drunken chook,
like a chicken Kiev.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. It's just that it's a bit fancy there, so I don't call it a chicken Kiev, but it's like there's no crumbs going on. But I tell you what, man, I love everything from there.
Well, make sure you get on down and check out Tint Street Quality Meats. They have supplied today's beautiful Friday meat tray.
Yeah, and before we get to the best call of the week, we like to sometimes give an honourable mention or possibly give a nod to the worst caller or whatever. Unfortunately, this week it goes to a member of this very team for deserting their post in our hour of need. Hey, Abby, what's coming up next in the Nova News? I think Abby's in the toilet. I'm so used to turning around to the newsroom and going, "Phew, hey, Abby, what's coming up next?" And as I turned over, I was like, oh, no, it's Ghost Abby. She's not there, but she's just run back into the room. Were you in the loo?
Yes.
Where were you, out of interest, in the process? Were you like washing your hands? Were you walking to the toilet and then you ran back, or?
I seriously hate all of you today. I was running back I was coming back from the bathroom, and then because I'm trying to be healthier, I'm trying to drink more water.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then Josh stopped and we were having a quick chat.
Okay, so it was chitter-chatter in the office.
Well, also, you came back early, so I went, oh, yeah, I've still got time. They usually do this, and I sort of thought I had it down pat. Obviously not. So I'm just glued to my chair from now on.
Well, hey, it's not all bad. You got a nod in the Friday meat tray out of it, Abby, so that's a bit of a win still.
We'll chuck you a honorary snag.
Yeah. There you go. Have a snag.
I had sausages for dinner last night.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
You can have bangers and mash 2 nights in a row. Our best caller goes to Rhiannon this week. We were calling through about strict mums, and she had a banger.
Mum basically had a rule that if you had fun today, you weren't allowed to have fun tomorrow.
What do you mean?
If you went out with your friends, too bad. You weren't allowed to go out the next day, even if it was something important. No.
Banning fun. Rhiannon, we loved that from Henley Beach. Well done. You've won the Friday meat tray.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Well, hang on. Don't get too excited. You don't want your mum banning you from enjoying yourself tomorrow, okay? Just keep it tepid, okay? And we might be able to just spread the fun evenly over an entire week. What are you planning this weekend? You going to have a barbecue?
It's actually funny because yesterday was Dad's birthday and tomorrow is Mum's birthday, so I might have to share it with both of them.
And as Mum mellowed out a little bit in her old age, she a bit more fun-loving now?
Yeah, no, she's good now. It's a bit of childhood trauma for back in the day, but we laugh about it now.
Whereabouts are you in Adelaide, Rhiannon?
I'm in Henley Beach.
Okay, so wait, we're punching in the coordinates now, and we're going to load the pork knuck in. That should be coming over your way. Getting a bit of sea spray, that will salt it nicely. Should be landing anytime soon.
Yep, I got that one.
Yeah, very nice. Well caught. Good hands. Very strong hands. You're a netballer, perchance, Rhiannon.
Let's go with a no on that one.
Go with a no? Okay, well,
Okay,
hey, look, maybe you should pick up some sort of
Is
sport.
that because your mum didn't let you play because it's too fun?
Yeah, no, you were also banned from working up a sweat. That was one of the big things banned in your house.
And having friends.
Yeah, we don't have funds, we don't sweat, and we don't talk to other people. Okay.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.